What's up? I'm your host, Jolie Live.
And I'm Bryce Xavier, and I'm here playing Pucker Up.
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited.
I did ask you, but are you sensitive to sour candy?
Okay, so as of what I know now, no, but by the end of this, probably.
It might change.
Probably,
it might
yeah.
Change. Do you think like Sour Patch Kids or gummy worms are sour?
No, okay, no. Sour Patch Kids, totally fine, but
Okay.
a Warhead has gotten me before. It has gotten me before, where I've had to spit it out and not be able to finish.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you might not do amazing, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna. It's definitely
I
worse
thought
than
that was gonna make
Warheads.
me sound. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
They look
but-
so pretty though. Like
I know, the
that's-
color
yeah,
is great.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay, so I have questions all about your life,
Okay,
and we're gonna get all the tea.
great. Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
You need to start with level
Okay,
one.
let's do it.
You have to unpack that one yourself.
We have a super lemon.
That's how I feel.
No, it's like
Okay.
it's always up first. Okay.
Okay, if there was a news article written about your life right now, Daily Mail, like all over Snapchat,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, what would it say in the article, and what would the catchy title be?
Ooh.
That clickbaits people.
Okay, so I feel like the content that I make on TikTok, like I'm always talking like I'm in a panic, so I feel like it would be gay musician in a panic. And then like the whole topic, it would just be me ranting about like some small inconvenience that happened to me that day, like on TikTok probably. I think that's what I do every morning, truthfully.
So if they need pointers for the article, they really just look at your TikTok.
No, exactly. And it's just, gay would have to be first, like always. Like I think any article that genuinely came out about me, like that's in the first, second, or third word. And I love it, it's great.
You're like, naturally,
It's
this
on
is just
brand,
happening.
yeah, it's on brand, yeah.
Would you say that if like a TV network or whatever wanted to film a reality show of your life, you would have enough content for people to be like, what the
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, for sure. My friends alone they would carry the show. If people think I'm interesting, I'm honestly probably the most boring out of my friend group, and even my boyfriend, they just don't post it. Like they won't do it. Like I'll ask them, I'm like, oh my God, that was so funny. Like you need to make content. They're like, no, like I'm not funny when the camera comes on. Like it just has to be natural. I'm like, boo, like we could be doing things. We could be doing things.
You're like the friend group that's always like, we should start a podcast because we're the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah, I've tried, you know. It's up to the universe now, man.
That's why you need the reality show. Because
True.
then the cameras would
They
always
have
be
no
on
option.
and they have no
it's like
option.
my house is bugged and you can't get out of it. You came in my house, you know?
You have to sign at the door that you're okay to use the film.
Exactly.
How was that one?
Honestly, great. Like it was that
Little,
first put in my cheek and I was like, wait, let me hide it in here. But no, I'm doing good.
Moving on. You only have to eat one. I know they're little.
Okay, great, you're great.
I know there's a lot
No,
of
that
options.
look you keep giving me makes me like, I feel like a weed. I'm gonna grab a pink one. She looks cute. Okay.
Okay, ready? So, you and your boyfriend, you met about 3
shit.
years ago, right? 3 years in September?
I'm sorry, I didn't expect for that one to be more than that one at all. Like, okay.
You did DM him first.
I did.
We
DM
got
him
the little,
first.
you saw him on
I did,
TikTok.
I
You saw him on
did.
TikTok. What do you think life would be like if you had never DM'd him first?
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is pretty funny. Wow. Oh my God, I'm surprised. I've never really even made content about that. Okay, let's see. What would Bryce be doing right now?
What would he be doing?
I was honestly pretty bored before he came along. Now that I think about it, it's like, we met when I was 18 and I feel like my life was just really getting started.
Yeah.
Because compared to these last 3 years, anything before was so lackluster. I'm sorry, it was just kid stuff, So, I think I probably would have ended up going to school because I was bored.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so because I always liked school because it was something to do on a schedule to keep fun. But I think when I met him, it was the exact opposite. I love the craziness every single day of not being on a schedule. He's just the person to be up in the morning and it's we're going to Big Bear with the dogs already packed up in the car. So yeah, no, I think my life it really would not be as much fun without him. Yeah, which I think it would be fine. I was okay with being boring, but yeah, he definitely gets me out of my shell for sure. Yeah.
Do you think that okay, so you did meet because of seeing him on TikTok
Because
on your
of
For
seeing
You
him on
page.
my thirst trap too, and we look at the video now, and I'm like, oh my God, we were so cringy at first.
Did you have any hesitation to DM him at all?
Oh, 100%. Okay, so Like I was just like a person where I was like, I had a fear of rejection for sure.
Yeah.
That I was like, okay, like this is really putting myself out there. Like I just saw your TikTok and let me go straight to DM you. And that's like, I feel like that's when everyone was starting to do that.
Yeah.
Like during like everyone was bored during quarantine.
Yeah.
Like that was the only way to like talk to people. Like
anyone.
yeah, like flirt with people. So no, I definitely needed my friends to hype me up. Like it was like 8 of us like on a couch after like a party. It was like, I think it was genuinely like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, oh my god, he's already gonna think this is weird. Like this
You're
already
sliding in at 1
already
a.m.
is looking so bad. And no, when he posted that for our 3-year anniversary, I was like, no
Please,
way.
it was the first pic.
And
Like,
I was
it the
sleeping. I
first-
was sleeping when he posted it because he knew I was gonna say something. I wake up the next morning. I see in my notice everyone like, haha, oh my gosh, like no way he posted this. Like 14,000 likes. I'm like, no way you outed me like this. Anyways, so
it's like how you slid into and everything.
I know,
Like there's
the
no, he
full
didn't scratch
message,
out
it wa-
anything.
Thank you. Like I'm like, I would never do him like that. It's so insane. No,
And then
I'm
the
still
pretty
mad.
collage of like.
And yeah, and it's just like, okay, now here are the cute photos of us. I'm like, we couldn't have started with that. Like it couldn't have been like slide 3 or 4.
Yeah, it could have been like maybe the last
Yeah,
one.
no, but no, I definitely, my friends hyped me up for it, and I was like, okay, fine. Didn't look back at it, like
Yeah.
didn't even go in my DMs for 2 days. And then
Can't look.
when I went, he ended up replying back, and he friend zoned me at first.
He did, with a red and a white heart. Why
Crazy.
those? Why?
At Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh.
I guess he was like, let me throw in some holiday cheer to make him
Holiday
not feel bad
spirit.
that I just like friend zoned him. But I played the long game. Yeah. That was
That-
like 2 months long game, but still.
That's a long time.
No, that was a
That's
long time for me.
when
That was
you
a long
like
time for an
someone.
18-year-old, okay? Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that?
This one was good.
Yeah, afterward I eat them sometimes.
Tasty, yeah, no. It's about to be gone.
Okay, ready for 3? You ate that one, so you're
I mean,
good.
yeah, no, that one
Okay.
was tasty. Okay, I'm ready.
This one might get you.
It looks like it is. Yeah, I'm gonna.
A little bit bigger.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
You started on social media at a very young age, and you had a lot going on, and everyone was watching your every move. But what is one secret that never became public information from that time period of your life?
Hold on. Oh, one secret.
Wasn't made public, because we're gonna make it public.
Okay, I have a thing. Honestly, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I've never actually talked about it before, so why not? So my first public relationship was with my ex-girlfriend Nia, who was on a show called Dance Mom. So it was a lot of eyes on me at the age
Yeah.
of 15 years old for like my first little relationship, and a lot of people thought that the end of the relationship went really smooth and like well, but it did not at all. Like
No.
it was really like a problem. Like our friend group fell apart because of our relationship, because we shared a lot of people and like a lot of them were her friends. And yeah, no, I think we just were both really young kids, and when we just like decided, and like I was basically saying that I didn't think that it was just like a good thing for us to still be together for the
Yeah.
sake of our friendship. It was not well. It was
Yeah.
not well at all. I was not doing good around that time, but like on camera I was like,
I'm fine. I'm doing
hey
great.
everybody. Yeah, no, it sucked. Like it really sucked to have to fake that for like that full year.
Yeah.
Like 2018 was a rough one. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the year afterwards, everything kind of smoothed out. Like we were
Yeah.
able to be on speaking terms, but yeah, no. Those public statements of we're all
Yeah.
besties and
Yeah, we're
everything's right. I'm
besties,
sorry.
everything's fine.
Those were written up and pre-planned before. So yeah, it sucked because I felt like I wasn't really being authentic like to like the
Right.
public and just online, and that was my first experience of having like a lot of people out there that actually cared about me, and I just
Yeah.
felt like I was being a little fake. So
Yeah.
that sucked, but at least you guys know I was sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, I was sorry.
How did
Yeah.
you? But that was a lot, because like I said, every move you were like doing, everything was being watched.
Yeah.
And knowing that side of it now, how did you actually mentally get through that though?
My mom, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she also like being like a manager in A&R in the industry, like she knew the ins and outs of like how other clients that she worked with and how like even like bigger scandals and issues
Yeah.
like affected them over time. So she really gave her time and attention to make sure I was okay and check
Yeah.
on me, like help me like with like therapy and stuff like that, because like, you know, a lot like that's not a given for a lot of parents, you know, like to even think that that's like a thing that works, you know. Like I know all of my friends' parents, and like they would have just been like, oh, just cry it out, like it's your first little relationship, love, you're fine. Just get off social media. They can't talk bad about you if you get off social media. And I'm like, but I know they are. Like I know they're still doing it. Yeah, like Twitter was mean back then, you know, and yeah, it was just so. It was crazy. Like, I don't know, like social media back then, and like those, like, I feel like now, like everyone's like 5 steps away from being like the next like celebrity or like famous. So
one
like,
video away.
Yeah, so it's like, it's very different, like with like the like allure of things. But you know, back then it was just like people like were really like obsessive over these people that they liked, and specifically her fan base, like they watched her grow up. So there was that really deep connection. So it was like everyone was either fully supportive over me and was like, I love you, like I'm sure everything's okay, or they were like, you did something, I hate you. And then when I came out, like, oh my gosh, it was even worse afterwards. Like people were like, you never really loved her, you used her, like da 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 da. So yeah, it was just hard to keep it all to myself and work through, but we got through it. We're a lot better for it now, honestly.
Because I'm gonna be so honest, one of your search bars on one of your TikTok is still about it. I don't know how, like it's never gonna go away.
And that's something that I really had to work through, because I kept gaslighting myself, and I was like, you just gotta get, like, in 2 years, 3 years, or it's almost 6 years later,
still
and I will post a video, and that's still the top comment under. And it's like a thing where like I'm so glad that I have such like a supportive, cool boyfriend that's like fine with it too, because like we will be out in public and someone like people have came up and like mentioned it to my boyfriend, like that we like have a life together, like we have a house together, and I'm like, wow, like I don't know if I could even be that with my partner. But yeah, no, it's something that I just had to realize that version of me and that version of my life, I decided that I want it to be public, and people still resonate and connect with that. And even though that's not me anymore, that's fine. The videos and stuff's still out there. Like, I hope they love him. But I'm like grown so far away from it that it doesn't really bother me anymore.
But a lot of people can go through stuff just like that. It's just not as public because, you know, you were so famous and like you had such a big audience and stuff. But like you are living proof that you can get through it.
You really can.
Like you can mentally be okay.
Yeah, it's just, it's support, and it's also just giving your time to heal. Like giving yourself that time instead of just like brushing it off or thinking like you just need like a week to cry and then like you're fine afterwards. No, it's something that like you're gonna think about randomly, like whatever. Like I think about it randomly now, just like how I wish that I could have like did things different, but then you just have to remember like I'm growing. I was a kid.
What happened?
I'm not
happened.
Anymore. It won't happen again. It
will not be happening again.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
I love you, baby.
How was that one?
It started off horrible. Like it was horrible. Like my cheeks it was a little raw. It was good. I kept just like
you didn't have to put it further back and you'll be fine.
I'm done with this one though. Yeah.
You're good.
The last one was my friend. This one was rude.
Not your friend.
Yeah, no.
Not your friend. Maybe like a blue? Like a little blue vibe?
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay. This one's back to Matthew. This one's fun. Okay. So you had said in an Instagram reel that you and Matthew had never had like the move-in talk. I know, it's a lot. You just ended up moving in together. What are 2 other... What's so funny? The sourness? I love how no one's bursted out laughing before.
No, I was just like, it's gonna calm down like in a second, and then I moved it to the other cheek and it was worse, so I was like, that was really stupid. Keep going.
What are 2 other unspoken things in your relationship that just naturally happened that you didn't have a conversation about? Or maybe one major one.
I think us dating in the first place. No, when I really think about this, like, no. Definitely something that was like an unspoken thing was I love you was not a big deal, and it happened like 2 weeks in. Like it was okay, again, like I don't know if I've said this, maybe I have before. MJ and I moved in together like a month after dating, technically. But he was over at my house
every day.
Literally the second after we met, like 2 days later, he was like, I'm coming back up from San Diego. It's like, okay, yay, I miss you. And then we just ended up hanging out, and it was just like bags would be there, like stuff. And then we were just like, I love you just ended up happening. And then.
Who said it first? Same time?
The records would say
I feel like it's
I
you.
would.
Yeah, I feel like it was you.
I think he did, but honestly, I cannot be trustworthy with that because it likely probably was me. But for the sake of cameras, my man did.
Yeah. Okay, this is the big one.
This one was pretty good. It started off really horrible,
Yep.
but it ended up getting pretty good. I
I
think I
can't
just
wait-
keep it in the pocket in my cheek. My cheek's gonna be so crazy raw later.
Yeah,
Like, I will be. I'll talk about it on TikTok. Yeah, it'll be good promo. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
there we go. Yeah, this one might rip it to shreds.
Well, it's huge.
Yep. Okay, so you are a music artist.
Mm-hmm.
You've written songs. There's probably some unreleased songs you have. If you could write a song about something in your past that you haven't written about yet, what would it be about? But you wouldn't really necessarily want people to know it.
God.
Did you listen to me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sometimes people forget to listen.
No, I got you. Yeah, it can't touch my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it in the cheek. Yeah.
It's really bad.
Oh my god, I don't know why I really thought I was gonna be a trooper to all this and I wasn't gonna feel anything. Like, I was really hoping that was the case. This
Yep.
is embarrassing. Okay, something
you're
I
gonna
haven't
be
written
okay?
about. So I had a friend that was very close to me that was like struggling with addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And their addiction really affected like my friendship, even like my relationship, from the aspect of just
Yeah.
us feeling like giving so much of yourself to that situation is just really hard and like very consuming. Wow.
Hate to laugh right now, but
Yeah, I know. I'm like, God, I don't think it's
yeah,
funny.
it's not funny, but like
I'm laughing through the pain. And yeah, I have this record that it's actually coming out on my project that's going to be coming out
Okay.
at the beginning of the year. And it's just basically talking about just like how when people are going through things, it's okay to like empathize with them and really try your best to be there as a person, but when it starts consuming you and like harming your own mental health and
Then
life,
it's
like you
like-
really do have to think about yourself. And I know it's such a hard thing because like no one wants to be seen as a selfish person or feel like a selfish person.
yeah.
But it's like the truth. Like you really cannot help other people or protect other people if you're not checking and taking care of your own mental health.
Yeah.
And there was a song that I wrote for me, and like I've had it in the vault for like 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years, because I didn't know like if it needed to be like out
Yeah.
there. It was just something to kind of help me heal, to validate myself because I was really struggling. But then I heard a story of like a fan that was talking to me about a situation they were dealing with a parent.
Yeah.
And then 3 months ago when I was getting this project together, I really realized that
It could help. other
yeah,
people.
like it really could help other people, and it's not a hate record. Like it's really just about like, you know,
The situation and what
yeah,
was
it's
going
just like
on.
a real thing that's happening. So I was like, I feel like I always have that thing when I write songs about people that I'm
Yeah.
like, I know they're gonna know that it's about,
About them. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want you to think that this is coming from
Yeah.
such like a mean like place, and I know how the internet will take it
Yeah.
and deal with it, and like if they think they know details, they're gonna piece stuff together, which they have before. So I was just really overthinking about it too much, but
Yeah.
with this project, I was like, I need to just set this all free so I
Yeah.
can heal. So very excited about that one.
But you have to be very smart with the flavor you're gonna choose.
Swear.
Swear.
Start, okay.
Pink's the worst one. Kind of is though. Okay.
Oh man.
What is the craziest Hollywood interaction you've ever had? You've been here for a while.
Yikes. Oh no.
Maybe it was with a celeb. Maybe it was just a random ass thing, a party, a friend.
I can't take another one, so I have to say something.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
It's mind over matter.
Oh yeah, it is true.
It's not just say it's not sour.
I got this. Okay. Let me think. I'm trying to focus and think. And part of me is like, I need to not answer this, but then part of me is like, I can't put another one of these
You'd
in my
have to
mouth.
eat another one.
I'd spit this one out though.
Yeah.
But I'd start back and finish.
You could pass, but you have to do a different flavor.
Oh, none of the ones on my brain I want to say on camera. They're actually really bad, so I need to. I'm sorry.
You can't. Would you get canceled, or would you cancel?
I
them?
wouldn't get canceled.
Yeah.
I would cancel someone, but I would cancel people for sure. Yeah, no, there's no good answer. Oh,
I have
God.
to eat too.
You do too? I'm so sorry.
No, now I'm mad. Just eat.
I'm-
Now I'm mad at you.
I'm sorry. You're like, out of all the ones,
Out of all the
you could have
ones,
ta-
like, you
you
couldn't have
gave me
answered
such. You gave me good ones. You gave me I resonated with them. Okay.
You were ready to speak your truth.
I was. I didn't even know I was. But when the sour candy gets to your mouth, it's like you're down for whatever, I guess. Oh God.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
No.
Oh God. Wow.
Your tongue's green and like
Yeah,
yellow
really?
and like it's like ow.
We
Like,
go up to empty after and do it.
we can bring him one.
Really?
We'll send you some. And be
Please.
like, it's so good.
I'll film it for a video and save it for promo.
Yeah.
That's so good.
You won't even you won't even know.
Yeah, no, he's not even bad. It's like, how would you even know there's anything wrong with this?
It's the tongue. It's if it's on your
I
tongue.
told you, it's the tongue. But no, this one's in the cheek too. It's like it's already raw. I didn't have much lining left after the rest of it.